Who has written that letter? In whose letterhead is it issued?
Office of the County Public Service Board and signed by the Secretary or the CEO of the Meru County Public Service Board, with the CPA Engineer Kawira.
At paragraph 4 of that letter, what does the board say, the County Public Service Board?
It states that the board is the appointing authority according to Section 64 of County Governments Act. The board, however, was not involved in the appointment of the acting chief officers as per the act.
So the board actually confirms that it was not involved in these appointments?
Yes.
Is that an irregularity?
It is an irregularity.
At page 295, I'll take you back to page 295 of our volume 2, Honorable Speaker. And specifically, the number 18 on page 296, the appointment of Kenneth Mwiti Riongo. Is he appointed in an acting capacity or a substantive appointment?
It is a substantive appointment, since it is not indicated if it's not indicated if it's in an acting capacity.
Would such a substantive appointment require the approval of the County Assembly?
It requires.
Was that approval obtained?
No.
And for argument's sake, Mr. Mawira, the governor said in a response that it is actually the county secretary is the one who made these appointments. As by law, the County Governments Act, can a county secretary appoint chief officers?
It's not possible, and even it's still contrary to what we have, because the letter is signed by the county secretary for Her Excellency the Governor. For the governor?
Yes. So could the governor lawfully, even if we are to assume that she delegated his authority, could the governor lawfully delegate the mandate to appoint chief officers to a county secretary?
The law does not allow that to envisage the same.
Is a statutory mandate to appoint chief officers not vested in the person of the governor?
It is.
Still on these 2 pages, page 295 and 296 of our volume 2, who is qualified? I want you to explain to the Honorable Speaker and to the Honorable Senators, who is qualified to act as a chief officer?
According to?
I'm asking from the persons who have been appointed here as chief officers. For example, you can turn to page 296, number 17. We see Getobun Kanata to move from Meru Municipality to Department of Lands to perform the functions of chief officer. And my question to you is, can a person who is not a chief officer be appointed to act as a chief officer in another department?
No, because it requires vetting and approval by the County Assembly.
So it is your evidence that only a person who has been appointed, who is already a chief officer in the first place, can be appointed to act as a chief officer in another department?
Yes. And
by corollary, in the national government, only a PS can be appointed to act in another state department?
That is true.
So if you are not a chief officer in the first place, having been vetted and approved by the County Assembly, you cannot be appointed to act as a chief officer in another department?
That is true.
So what would you say then of the appointment of Kitobun Kanata at number 17?
It's an illegal appointment.
Number 15 of Christopher Mugunda?
It's also illegal.
Number 2, that is the nephew, Edwin Murangiri.
It's in contravention of the law.
Who is Edwin Murangiri at number 2, page 295?
The nephew to the spouse of the governor. So,
is it regular for a person who is already in another department, that is Meru Service, as a semi-autonomous government agency, is it regular for them to move from a saga to the public service?
It's irregular.
And take over the role of acting chief officer?
It's irregular.
Okay. And from the governor's bundle, at page 348, turn with me to page 348. That is the appointment letter of Edwin Murangiri.
Yes, it is.
In 2017.
Yes.
And he was in job group K.
Yes.
So is it regular for a person in job group K, just as I've seen for NEFAT, for a person in job group H to jump the stairs or the ladder and to become a chief officer, which is the highest rank in the county public service? Is it regular?
No, it is not.
Okay. Honorable Speaker and the senators and the honorable senators, turn with me to page 360 of our volume 2. Actually, from page 359, I'm sorry, Honorable Speaker, from page 359. You have alleged that the governor has appointed a bloated workforce, specifically in the office of the governor.
Yes, it's true.
And from this, from page 359, at the top of the page, this document that is provided by the County Public Service Board, what is the title?
Summary of appointed persons in the office of the governor from August 2022 to date.
So these are persons appointed in the office of the governor from August 2022 when she took oath of office to date.
Yes.
And by to date, it is as at 9th of October of this year.
Yes, because this was when the County Public Service Board gave us this list.
When the County Public Service Board communicated to the Assembly.
Yes.
By the letter appearing on page 354, Honorable Speaker, page 354 of our volume 2. This is a letter where the County Public Service Board attaches a list of all the appointed officers in the office of the governor. At page 360, how many information officers can you count? At page 360.
They are 10 in number.
10 in number. Is it reasonable for a governor to have 10 information officers?
It's not reasonable.
And I remember during cross-examination, your examination in chief, you said on page 361 and 362, there are 38 cleaners in the office of the governor.
Yes, they are.
Turn with me to page, Honorable Speaker, turn with me to page 369, 370 of our volume 2. At page 3, what documents are there from page 369 to page 370?
They are pay slips.
Pay slips for what job designations?
Public communications officer.
The job designation is public communications officer.
Yes.
And how many are they?
They are 6 in number.
There are 6 in number. Honorable Speaker, turn with me to page 261 of our volume 2. Okay. That is a notice for shortlist and interview schedule. Correct?
Yes.
At page 268. At page 268. How many positions, rather, are advertised for? Because there is a short list for public communication officers 2 and 3.
The ones who are shortlisted are 17 in number.
The ones who are shortlisted are 17 in number.
19. 19 in number.
19 in number.
Yes. But
Turn with me to
the same-
page 293. 293 of our volume 2. The document begins at page. The document begins at page 284, Honorable Speaker. It is a advertisement for recruitment to the office of the governor. At page 293, how many positions have been advertised?
Only 3 positions.
Only 3 positions. What is the job designation?
Public Communications Officer 2 and Public Communications Officer 3.
So for public communication officer 2 and 3, only 3 vacancies are available.
Yes.
Okay. And at page 268, we've seen that 19 persons were shortlisted.
Yes.
At page 268 of our volume 2.
Yes.
Okay. Then turn with me to page, still on our volume, to page 361 of our volume 2. And I want you to read out, or rather to count, the public communication officers who are appearing in that page. That is number 60, number 67, number 68, and 69. How many are those?
They are 4.
There are 4. There are 4 officers, right?
Yes.
Who have been recruited as per this summary provided by the County Public Service Board for all the staff in the office of the governor from August last year to date.
Yes.
Okay. So there were actually 3 vacancies. You will agree with me. From page 293, there were only 3 vacancies.
Yes.
19 were shortlisted on page 268.
Yes.
4 are appearing on that, have been recruited
Yes, 4 have been recruited.
as per the summary by the County Public Service Board.
Yes.
So 1 extra person was recruited over and above the vacancies that are available.
That's true.
Of the 4, how many appear in that shortlist? The 4 are Kawira, number 60, Honorable Speaker, on page 361 of our volume 2. There is Kawira Andrew Bundi. There is Murithi Samuel Murithi, Michobu Dominic Mureke, and Kiambi Christas Manyara. How many actually appear in the short list at page 268? To save the time, it is only 1.
Kawira Andrew Bundi.
Kawira Andrew Bundi is the only public communication officer who was actually shortlisted and recruited.
That's true.
So the other 3 who have been hired were not even shortlisted.
Yes.
Me now to page 369 and 370, and you will see the pay slips. How many pay slips can you count for public communication officers? Page 369 and 370. At 369, there is one for Andrew Kawira Bundi, correct?
Yes.
There is one for Tony Mburugo.
Yes.
There is one for Purity Kajuju.
Yes.
There is one for Ergi Kunda.
Yes.
One for Frida Gakitwiri Kinoti.
Yes.
And one for Naomi Kinya.
Yes.
So 6 persons are being, only 1 was hired.
That is true.
Is that not a glaring irregularity?
It is a glaring irregularity on the part of the office of the governor.
Okay.
Council, your time is up. So can you wind up, please?
Very, very well, Honorable Speaker. Thank you. Thank you for your indulgence. I'll not take more than 3 minutes. You have been told in the governor's response, and in the interest of time, I will not point you out to the specific page. You've been told that the DG has been absent in only 2 out of the 9 cabinet meetings. Yet, they say that the DG has abdicated his responsibility. Are those two defenses compatible, or are they not inconsistent with each other?
They are contradicting each other, and the DG has been absent from cabinet meetings since May,
Okay.
as per his sworn affidavit and the evidence that he gave under oath to the assembly.
Okay. And we took you through the screenshots of the WhatsApp groups, and your allegation as per the motion was that the DG was, the governor condoned insubordination by demeaning the DG in front of his subordinates, junior staff.
That is true.
The governor, in her defense, will confirm that her defense is that this group was not just for junior officers, ward admins, sub-county admins, chief officers, but also for members of the public. Correct?
That's correct.
What is your comment on that?
That makes the matter more grave, because if the governor can use such ones on a dingy in front of members of the public, then it is very unfortunate.
So it aggravates the situation.
Yes.
It makes an already bad situation worse.
Yes.
Okay. In summation, your closing remark, what would you like to say? Or what would you want the Senate to do to the people of Meru?
I pray to this honorable House to listen and interrogate the evidence that the Assembly has submitted and make their decision based on the evidence that they have adduced. Because last time, from the report of the Senate, the Assembly was told that we did not prove our case, and therefore I asked the Senate to save the people of Meru from the problems they are facing.
And you confirm that you have evidence running into 448 pages in our volume 2?
Yes, I confirm.
Very well. That is all in examination in chief, Honorable Speaker. Thank you for your indulgence. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Counsel for Governor. You may now proceed to do your cross-examination. Counsel, before you start, maybe by indication, how much time do you think you will require to do the cross-examination?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. For record purposes, my name is Elias Mutuma, counsel representing the governor. I note that the witness that has just left the stand has taken close to 4 hours in examination in chief for parity of arms, and to ensure that I impeach each and every allegation, and also to have time to play some of the videos that are going to disagree with some of the assertions, I will not need less than 2.5 hours to do my cross-examination. It's only fair that the governor is given a chance to defend herself through cross-examination. It is what she came here to do, Honorable Speaker, sir. 2.5 hours in the minimum.
You have 2 hours. Proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Kawira, good evening.
Good evening, Counsel.
You are the mover of this motion.
Yes, I am.
That so the governor get impeached at the county assembly. You have accused the governor of misappropriation and misuse of county resources. Specifically, you accuse the governor of, among other things, embezzling county funds through her sisters, namely Rose Kinya Gwantai, Miriam Gwantai, brother Kenneth Gwantai, Murangeri, brother-in-law Nefat Kenywa, and the nephew to the governor's husband, that is Edwin Mutuma Murangeri. Those, you call them the governor's relatives. Is that your position?
Yes.
Confirm that in your notice of motion for impeachment, at no time did you term one Kadhure Rukaria as a governor's relative?
I did not.
You did not. Neither did you term one Jane Karemi as the governor's relative.
I did not.
Thank you. Let us go to, I will come back to Rose and Kenneth and Miriam. But let's go to Nefat, Kenya. It was your assertion that Nefat is a relative to the governor.
Sorry?
You did tell the county assembly and the members of the Senate that Nefat Kenya is a relative to the governor.
Yes, in relation to that, they have an affair with the governor.
What is the evidence you brought before the county assembly and before this Senate to confirm that Nefat Kenya is married to Miriam?
I said it is in public knowledge, and it is also alleged that when they traveled to China, they spent in one room.
So there are two sources of information, what you call public knowledge and
public knowledge, and also pictures circulating on social media.
Social media. Have you brought the photos that circulate on social media?
I have them, maybe.
Have you
but they are
brought
not
them to the Senate?
I have them, but unfortunately they were not adduced to.
You did not. And this other source called public domain, have you brought that public domain to the Senate for the Senate to be able to confirm that fact?
Anyone in Meru knows that who can confirm it's true.
Anyone in Meru. But with the senators here, know that Nefat is the husband to Miriam.
I'll share the photos that I have with the senators.
So you have no evidence whatsoever before the Senate, neither did you produce any evidence at the county assembly to prove that fact. Yes or no?
Sorry?
You did not produce any piece of evidence to confirm that Nefat is married to Miriam, either the Senate or at the county assembly. Yes or no?
There is none that is adduced to the evidence.
There is none that is adduced to the evidence. So then that assertion remains unsubstantiated.
It is substantiated from my knowledge and public knowledge.
From your knowledge and from the public knowledge. Let's look at page 342 of the governor's response, bundle of documents. It is the big blue book. Page 342, Honorable Senators and Mr. Speaker, sir. What is it that you find at page 342?
Is a certificate of marriage.
It's a certificate of marriage.
Yes.
Who are the parties to the marriage?
Nefat Kenya and Winfred Kenya.
Repeat that again.
Nefat Kenya and Winfred Kenya.
To the best of your knowledge, is that a monogamous or a polygamous marriage?
Sorry?
Is that a monogamous or a polygamous marriage? To the best of your understanding.
It's monogamous
Monogamous is one wife, polygamous, many wives.
It's a monogamous marriage.
Monogamous marriage. Are you aware or are you alleging that Nefat is divorced?
I've not alleged so.
You have not alleged so. So in the wake of that marriage certificate, which is a government confirmation, and your public domain and rumors on social media, do you still want to stand by your position that Nefat is married to Miriam?
They are both valid.
They're both valid. Between the two, which one do you want the Senate to take? Evidentiary, material, and your rumors?
No rumors, but I'll leave that to the discretion of the senators, honorable senators.
Mr. Kawira, I want to put it to you that you lied to have the governor impeached by purporting that Nefat is married to one of her sisters. What do you say?
It's not true.
It's not true. Let us go to Edwin Mutuma Murangeri. You again allege that this gentleman, Edwin Mutuma, is related to the governor. How
Yes.
are they related?
He's a nephew to the spouse of the governor.
Nephew to the spouse of the governor. And the spouse to the governor is one Mwangaza'S, correct?
Yes.
When you talk of a nephew, you then purport that Edwin Mutuma is a son to either Mwangaza'S' sister or brother. Is that my understanding?
Yes.
Who is the mother to Edwin Mutuma Murangeri?
I cannot confirm the name.
Who is the father to Edwin Mutuma Murangeri?
I cannot still not confirm the name, but I know them physically.
You know them physically?
Yes.
How is this Senate supposed to know their relationship if you cannot even tell the brother or the sister who is the parent to Edwin Mutuma? Is there a way of telling from your evidence?
Of course, I can tell.
Of course you can
Because I know them physically, that is.
You know them physically. Did you produce any evidence at the county assembly to support your allegation, even mentioning by name alone the parents to Edwin Mutuma who are siblings to the first gentleman?
No, I didn't.
You did not. So again, that allegation was false and unsubstantiated. You would agree with me?
No.
You would not agree with me? Have you looked at the affidavit filed by Edwin Mutuma Murangeri, appearing at page 81 of the governor's bundle of documents? That it is appearing at page 81, honorable members, of the governor's bundle of document, response rather, sorry. Yes, 81, page 81 of the governor's response.
Senator Boni, approach the chair, please. Proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. At page 81 of the governor's response, no, that is not the one. The smaller blue booklet.
It's the one.
Whose affidavit is there, appearing at page 81?
Affidavit of Edwin Mutuma Murangeri.
Mutuma Murangeri confirms that he is not related by blood or by any other familial relationship with the first gentleman. Is that what is averred in that affidavit?
In which paragraph?
The paragraph 3 specifically. Can you read for us paragraph 3 of that affidavit?
That I hereby depone that I have no familiar ties with Her Excellency Honorable Governor Kawira Mwangaza'S, neither am I a nephew and or related in any other manner with the Governor's husband, Mwangaza'S, as alleged in the impeachment motion.
Have you filed a counter affidavit to dispute what appears on oath by one Edwin Mutuma?
No.
You have not. Do you know when Edwin Mutuma was employed by the county assembly, by the county government of Meru?
From your response, I saw he was employed in 2017.
2017. Was Honorable Kawira the governor in 2017?
Of course not.
Of course not. So the governor could not have influenced the employment of this gentleman.
The allegation is not in regards to the employment of Edwin as an auditor, but as the acting CEO of MATIANG'I and the chief of finance.
But you called him a relative to the governor.
Yes.
Let us go back to Nefat Kenywa. When was Nefat Kenywa, who we've confirmed is not the husband to Miriam, employed by the county government of Meru? When was he employed?
Get me to the relevant page.
To ease your work, look at page 343 of the governor's bundle of documents. When was Nefat employed as per that letter of employment?
340.
343 of the governor's exhibit of documents.
4th May 2016.
4th May 2016.
Yes.
Was Honorable Kawira the governor then?
No.
Could she have caused the employment of Nefat Kenya so that she can benefit from a relative?
The allegation is not still written to the employment as a pharmaceutical technologist, but as the acting director, external linkages.
We will get to that. But could the governor have employed him in 2016?
No.
No. You have caused a lot of motions and distortion on the governor's sisters. One, Rose Guantai. Is Rose Guantai an employee of Meru County government, to the best of your knowledge?
No, but she has been seconded to the office of the governor.
Is she an employee of the county government? Does she draw any salary or remuneration from the county government?
No.
She does not.
But she draws some benefits.
Are you aware that Rose has been the governor's PA since her time at the National Assembly?
No.
Would it shock you to know that Rose has been the governor's security since her days at the National Assembly?
You send a PA?
Yes, Rose.
I'm confused, Honorable Speaker, because the council indicated that Rose is the PA, and now he is also indicating.
Sorry, I'm talking about Miriam.
Council, just repeat the question to the
Yes.
witness.
Would it shock you to know that Miriam Guantai has been the governor's PA since her days at the National Assembly?
I don't it.
Do you know that for a fact?
I'm not aware,
Yes.
but I know that she is currently the PA to the governor.
I refer you to page 1 of our bundle of documents. Do you see a document appearing therein? Do you see that document? They run all through from page 1 to 16. Do they concern the issue of appointment of Miriam as the governor's PA? Confirm that they do.
Yes, they do.
Thank you. Let's go to page 18. There is a document in the letterhead of Kenya Police Service. What is that document?
Request for security, Honorable Kawira Mwangaza'S, MP, Meru County.
Do you confirm that the contents of that letter indicate that Rose is an officer employed by Kenya Police Service?
Yes.
You do?
Yes, I do.
So it is then not right to try and distort facts and purport that the governor has employed her sisters in the county assembly, in the county government.
There is no in the motion that I've indicated that the governor has employed Rose in the county government of Meru.
Does the governor have a right to have
Yes,
a
she
bodyguard of her choice?
Yes, she has.
does the governor have a right to have a PA of her choice?
Yes, she does.
So there is nothing wrong for the governor to have two of her sisters serving as a governor and a security. That is what you're confirming.
Of which I've not alleged so.
You have no problem with that?
I have no problem with that.
Thank you. So then, if these two officers, who you have no problem serving in their capacities, are seen to do duties that are done by other PAs, by other security officers, would you have a problem?
None whatsoever.
None whatsoever. Thank you. You have sensationally claimed that funds have been embezzled by the governor through her sisters and relatives. In your notice of motion for impeachment, is there anywhere where one Edwin Mutuma Murangeri is seen to receive money for and behalf of the governor? In your notice of motion for impeachment, is there anywhere?
Come again?
Is there anywhere in your notice of motion for impeachment where Edwin Mutuma is seen receiving money for and behalf of the governor?
No.
No.
Yes.
So when you said that the governor was embezzling funds through one of our relatives called Edwin Mutuma Murangeri, you lied.
Edwin Mutuma Murangeri is not a relative in isolation. The other relatives who have been
I am
accused.
specifically asking about one relative, Edwin Mutuma. Is there anywhere in the IFMIS or anywhere in your evidence where Mutuma Edwin receives money?
No.
No. So then you lied when you said that this gentleman, number one, was related to the governor, and number two, that he was used to embezzle funds.
No.
You did not lie.
Yes.
Let us go to Nefat Kenywa. In which office is Nefat Kenywa, who we have confirmed is not the husband to Miriam, serve? In which office does he serve?
He was designated to serve in the office of the deputy governor.
The deputy governor.
Then later he was also appointed in an acting capacity as the director external leakages.
You confirm that the letter appearing at page 345 shows the position which Mr. Nefat Kenywa serves. (345) of our documents. You confirm that fact?
Yes.
You confirm. Which position is he offered at the office of the deputy governor?
As at 8th September 2022, he was offered the position of an administrator in the office of the governor.
Administrator, office of the governor.
Yes.
Now, your own evidence, and before we go to your own evidence, Mr. Mawera, you do not have a background in finance, do you?
No.
You do not. You also have not trained in auditing or accounting.
Yes.
So then your interpretation and application of figures, finance, is that of an amateur. We agree, just like me. It is not the opinion of an expert.
It is not, but
It is not an opinion of an expert.
It is not, but for this motion, we consulted our financial experts in the assembly.
Your financial experts, have they filed a report?
Sorry?
Your financial experts, have they filed a report?
No.
As a matter of fact, you have a finance committee.
Yes.
Did the finance committee generate a report touching on the usage of funds that you have talked about today?
They sought a clarification from the CCM Finance, who declined to avail the same to the assembly.
Mr. Mawera, you have provided an extract of IFMIS.
Yes.
That is what you've relied on to show that the governor has embezzled funds.
Of course, yes, because there was no alternative source of information since the CCM Finance refused after a request from the Assembly to give a clarification.
So are you impeaching the governor because you did not get a clarification or because you are convinced that the governor embezzled funds?
Of course, if we are aware, you hold information that is helpful to this matter, and if the contrary, you decline to give the same information, then we infer that whatever you have is true.
So you inferred?
Yes.
There was no conclusive determination that there was embezzlement of funds. We should be clear on that.
There was never a contrary opinion from the governor's office.
Contrary opinion. Neither was there any confirmation, isn't it?
From who?
From an expert? From a committee of the House? From the Auditor General?
The committee requested for information so that they can make a conclusion from the CCM Finance, who declined to give that information that they have, and they have that information with them.
Thank you. As the Controller of Budget flagged any of the entries as being inappropriate?
It is not the duty of the Controller of Budget.
Has the Controller of Budget, to the best of your knowledge, flagged any of those? There is a report that came out last week. Was any of the expenditures flagged out, to the best of your knowledge?
Flagged out on what?
On misappropriation of funds.
The Controller of Budget does it flag.
Was there or was there any flagging of any expenditure as being misappropriate or not?
I'm saying the Controller of Budget doesn't flag misappropriation of funds.
Honorable Evans, please proceed to answer the question as asked.
Well done, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Kawira, I also want you to confirm that the basis of your claim for embezzlement of county funds and withdrawal of county funds is based on a complaint by one Salesio Mutuma. You have relied heavily on that complaint.
Yes, because the complaint was addressed to the Assembly through a petition, in form of a petition.
Was it addressed to the Assembly or to the EACC?
It was addressed to different bodies, even this Senate has a copy, and also the copy was sent to the Assembly.
And we look at the document appearing at page 1 of your own exhibits, volume 2, Honorable Senators. Page 1. To whom is that complaint addressed?
Come again?
To whom is that complaint addressed?
The CEO, Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission.
EACC.
Yes.
Is that the body by statute and constitution mandated to investigate corruption?
Corruption, yes.
Has there been any report or response, to the best of your knowledge, to that complaint?
I'm not aware of any.
You're not aware. Is the complaint in itself conclusive as evidence of misappropriation and embezzlement of funds?
Because there was no contrary information
Is
given.
it a conclusive evidence of misappropriation?
No.
When was that complaint raised?
August 11th.
11th of August. That date is very crucial, Mr. Kawira. Let us go specifically to funds received by the so-called governor's relatives. I want you to go to page 52 of our bundle of exhibits. Actually, just move on to page 54. There is a letter there. Yes?
Yes.
That letter is by whom?
Nchamba Bethe Harrison Gitonga.
What does the letter request? Facilitation for whom?
The following officers, my copy is not clear.
Your copy is not clear?
Yeah, but I can see from the names that have been indicated, we
Yes.
have His Excellency Reverend Isaac Mutuma, Nefat Kinyua, Francis Mukira, and Christopher Gitonga.
You confirm that the facilitation requested in that letter have nothing to do with the governor. In fact, they were to facilitate a trip by His Excellency the Deputy Governor.
Yes.
That is what you flagged out at page 19 to 25 of your complaint. Confirm that is the position.
Page.
Are we together?
Page.
Page 19 to 25
Of which bundle?
of your bundle, your own bundle.
19.
Yes. Sorry, page 12.
I'm on page 12.
Let's go back to page 55. What appears at page 55 of our documents?
We have a list of names and money and days and amount paid.
Who were paid?
Isaac Mutuma, Nefat Kinyua, Francis Mukira, and Christopher Gitonga.
You have specifically flagged out invoice number 69116. In your extract of IFMIS.
On page?
A minute. I need time to reorganize my thoughts on that. Let me proceed on another issue as I do that. I will revisit that issue, but for now, let's proceed to the issue of the Okolea program. You have accused the governor of using county funds and resources for the Okolea program.
Yes.
Have you produced any evidence before Senate to show that indeed funds and other county resources have been used to promote Okolea programs?
Yes, we have done that by playing a video and also going through a charge sheet
A charge sheet.
for members who are employees of the public, persons who are employees of the county government.
Let us look at that video once again. What was the name of that video, the one that you played?
Video in support of count one.
Andy, play that video.
Bwana asifiwe. Kama kwa ndoto Bwana. Bwana asifiwe. Na tuelewane. Tutaurejea nikiona wana tulivu hiyo watasahau. Wapi hao kina mama wazee? Bado tuongezewe. Pastors wakuje hapa kwanza tuombe.
That is the video that you claim is evidence of use of county funds and resources.
Yes.
Now, Mr. Kawira, we watched this video. I do not want to eat all my time watching it again. What is it specifically you picked from that video as evidence of use of county resources and funds?
The video is in support of the sworn affidavit by a police officer that is before a competent court of law that there were county government vehicles that were stoned during the aftermath of that rally.
I have asked you a very specific question. You have produced a video before the Senate as confirmation of use of county resources and funds. In that video, what is it that you pick out that supports your claim of use of public funds?
Stoning of vehicles which are part of county resources.
Wait a minute, I am struggling to understand.
Towards the end, the video can play. Towards the end of the video.
This is your evidence, Mr. Kawira. You want the Senate to rely on that clip as evidence of use of public funds. And I'm asking you a simple question. In that video, is there anywhere, is there anything that proves use of public funds? It's a yes or no?
Honorable Speaker, that cannot be a yes or no question because it's not an isolated evidence.
Let us look at the much relied upon affidavit by the investigating officer.
Sorry?
Let us look at the affidavit by the investigating officer. That is the one appearing at page 45 of your bundle of documents, volume 2. Is that the one? Is that the one?
Page 45, yes.
Specifically, paragraph 8 of that affidavit?
Yes.
What does that paragraph read?
That the respondents and their group damaged several motor vehicles belonging to the county government of Meru and for some individuals. Registration numbers KAX 574, I don't know if that is VOI, and KCMB 845F.
This is an event that was covered by media, right?
Yes.
Is there any single video, any single picture or photo of a government vehicle in that function?
We have seen vehicles being stoned in that video.
Is there any photo of a government vehicle?
Under the circumstances, it might have been hard to capture exactly a government vehicle, but we have seen from the clip vehicles being stoned and some in the form of government vehicles that are used by the
simple answer is that there is no evidence to support that assertion that government vehicles were present. Yes or no?
From the video?
From your evidence, Mr. Kawira, you're the one who seeks the government.
The sworn affidavit here has clearly indicated that government vehicles were destroyed during the mayhem.
What county motor vehicles were destroyed?
They are not captured by the affidavit that we are relying on, that was made by a competent police officer.
Kindly go to page 352 of our bundle of documents. 352 and 353. Are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
There is an official search of from the Register of Motor Vehicles.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
To whom is the motor vehicle KAX 574Y registered?
It's registered under the name Walangula.
Pardon?
It's registered under the name Walangula.
That is an individual, a private citizen.
Yes.
To whom is motor vehicle KCB 845F registered at page 353?
The Lewa Wildlife Conservancy.
Lewa?
Wildlife Conservancy.
So again, that is not the county government of Meru.
I have not alleged so.
Mr. Kawira, you have been part and parcel of the Okolea program. Am I right?
Only once.
Only once.
Yes.
Which date was that? Was
report yake
You can post there. I want to combine that video with 1C in our list of videos. Kindly play 1C.
Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Gavana wetu na watu wanda bene bonde, Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Nisalimie mahali ulipo. Mwanya sana. Onbeta wa DMK MC wa Bloated West na Baruguru. Na ande bala batu dinga tete kani mai baije to iketi ngabana tiru. Lakini na ande nindo no kire. Na uma sauro na ande bitaba Paulo. Ande wasema nani? Onbeta DMK Paulo. Na ande nindo ngere tendesi ya mama. Natoa ticha monoto kera watoka le opposition angana ndeto lingoge opposition bala pera tuite opposition boge ile Nairobi na bato nyaki Ruto ende na ya Meru president wetu ala to uitakali na wiki ya ndo wetu to opposition watu kwenda tuito kile chindoe anino yani ndo bwani na uga mimi sasa kishwa mimi sitawekwa uoga gavana Kawira anga msupport ulao kutokanya no ete antunya itekia boge tanete antunye andova boge taiba ina imani nani na ina imani na decision ya kwa support Kawira na ina imani na Kawira na ndiko bate kwa na kuwa tukiuga kumigira break abo andekera kumigira break si tio mbakwa goindwa bakaba nere aya bakulemwa yona muntu akiogea akagerio ingira utiumba ogea komige koneka ibo wote kia koneka bani wengine ndio wala kuya komige koneka hapo komole temesa boijaza baba kweta Facebook bagekera no bakawangabana nani batire mwakweza na leo ogoteja nerenge nandike no unyoroka naja mporo wambele ya ndoa na munya oga munya no moena waja wa ugakira ito no moena wa Kawira no moena ene nande ogo terere kira su tyomba runabani tikiraga na wala to kudura to ne no gaitangoge basale ngomwete na toka primary akorega nande no Kawira ngene nawe mporo aende asiende ati ana Kawira Nyanyato mbako ameendika tibendelea ukaro wako wala ate kwenda kuwa akala meage ya kumia inge matu anaga amemero ete kungi no tugela na witra ngugi na yo nile jiranjire me kazanga ya ndakasene hapo tuko naona kajo nyoe na leo kwa wewe kebele akalenge bwana na bokaruna yala ibana na bakuga mboro ahende na bakale naona ibere byao kuga badi byao masai eto ngabekira ande kirekera anga abunge bakenya kulingana na wajaro wana performance ndene bunge ate gotioneke tenyo Meru gutetera Meru beye nkandikera kwero to kuga nguru beye majani ke kuzoka na hale Mombasa to kuga ngere majani ya Meru 120 na maja left otoko gamba ina ndeba latina utera ibere bakobia website anga website anga Kawira bategete na bunge otokuonekana ya kukinyoma itotetai hawa iketo kuvivyate batira ne mama temu gibatu baba iketo kwa mwana Nairobi Kawira to itirangu geto kwete na leo ntometo na baba mtu naita ngogere aheroe ngogere goitangoge na ya birikare ne ni to na iketi na mama Nairobi otomo kuwe koroga ruto no president wa Ruto na Nairobi bale ajumbe tema president wetu aja na tuto MCA mama obo kuona kama na Kawira na ndio watu na atia leo watu koroga ruto ro watu tuendelee kukoroga Kawira abana to tembo litangoge to le karia president no tunamu ene kigina Meru na nao kega abwega to manemie atoke uno omugongo na nao Twitter ngugi bakwatene na MCA bonda tutongere ti majority wetu aja omwega muno mawira na tugendera guteithia Meru ije na tugendera guitangugi itoenderea kurombera mama na gokare gito inkoro nya ba gucandira na bakuruma cyo tulio na tugendera go support na okore endelea nawe wakwajwa na yajedwe waguikwira na yedenda.
Thank you. Mr. Mawira, you were present in that function, clearly. We can see you from the video.
Yes, I was present.
And one of the MCAs is speaking in that video.
Yes.
What is the name of that MCA?
Honorable Kiogora Dennis.
An MCA from which ward? In which county?
Abogeta West.
Mr. DMK raises pertinent issues about Okolea and the leaders of Meru and the threats that the governor is facing in respect of Okolea and her programs. Is that true or false?
Mr. DMK is only indicating that there's no problem in the governor continuing the Okolea program at that moment.
At that moment?
Yes.
Let us go to video number 20, rather KMV 20 of our documents.
Nenkerie MC wetu Mawira aturure na maromba. Ningireni MC wetu Mawira mbenke kunyo. Na trombeni. Ewa mwandani mutura moyo, wora wombere ndine eguru, wombera vila viona wana vila vipiona kwa. Tuaja mudenya jubere, ya mendo jaku mudenya jujona agwa.
Na kanisa kwa mchokeka ngibweza na mbona na kila kilaunike ndila kilaunike manyo helu ndila kilauni ya kanisa Bwana sifiwe. Itobiria ukwana kiani negeke kinyama ikiele mkwani nayo kinyanjukuele tukinyete kinyangalile ya ndeka kinya itobile byonde tukaeja na buti kingoteleke dhikani kilio inkwenda gushokeria ashore bakwa bombe nkabo bala bona ndi okolea bandu kyuhi naru akarukire muntu uri ombukirie gitandene ni mheshimiwa wa Ntura Eje Evans Mawira. Mheshimiwa Evans Mawira alingalingira mwali kama pema mbelembeta kanisene areta shilingi mwemwe ngiri igana limwe ambira kinyawaga ungere ekiranganisia kumaguta kinyawaga ungere ongera merengeti ya bajojo nari ngalingira karwe
Wambere na tobara bakameme bamureke bwega na bativi badikiri. Murandi jojo jokolea. Baati tukuruka ya budget ira itango kwendene county ya Meru. County Assembly ya Meru na ini mikagia bunge ni majority linda. Na ikwenda kuconfirm na gukujira na gwikira kirore uteshiringi kinyemwe twakurukia ya mbeca cia thirikari kenda ya murandi ile jokolea. Wahura kuria kurandi jwa korea kiuria aliuria manto ja muntu kiumbe kurandi jwa gavana Kawira Mwangaza na familia yawe na kanisa yawe na hikyo na ro buku batote kwa ya mando mengeja thirikari nondo naru imurandi jwa ringi byankia jwa ringi bya muntu jangi no twiri jwa ringi bya ndo barabaya wa mabati totindi litora to mirengeti oro ko na makobokobo aja no oro ko na mattress na mando ja kare sawasa Otiugire mwindi bugwire domunga akega bana aringi byo omuntu ora kumba na ndio ro gutinda kuria kioria gyokolea nete arete biawe na familia yawe na ntubao eje aringi bya ntubankia sasa sawa wao kioria kyo tukuwa nande ukagita muntu otinda kuingiria murandi gyokolea uria bioria bya mbesirio chirio cha thirikari namba 2 mheshimiwa gavana nonto otenga banongeo kinyanturezi ori ando bai bandurite miaka 5 ere rathirire na ezi 5 eturire kubere kwega sana na otenga banongeo kinyigia kuguru haja nandi baramurite bia sana.
Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Mawira, that was as recent as 13th of August 2023, correct?
Yes.
13th of August 2023.
Yes.
Confirm that you are hosting.
Yes, it was in my ward.
That was in your ward. The governor says that you woke her up with a donation of 100,000 to support Okolea program, to fuel her vehicles and to buy the donations. Is that what she says?
Yes, because the program was coming to my ward, so I opted to support.
You opted to support. You also, in your speech, I heard saying that it is the county assembly that passes budgets, and there is no budget allocation that has been given to Okolea program. Is that right?
That is true.
Is that still your position today, that no county funds have been budgeted or used by the Okolea program?
You see, what we have alleged for in the motion is that county government resources were used. There is no specific money or budgetary allocation for vehicles to go, government vehicles to go for irregularities and employees to participate in private charities. So that is my allegation.
You are also a public officer, to my best understanding.
Yes,
so are you then wrong to have participated in that private charity organization and program?
I participated because it was in my ward. I was hosting the governor of Meru, whom I'm not prohibited from accompanying. And also at that point, because it's a point when we are seeking peace so that we can forge a working relationship with the governor, therefore that is what made me to be there, and I supported my individual capacity or personal capacity.
So then if the program goes to another ward and not your ward, that is when you have a problem. If it comes to your ward, you can support it. If it goes to another ward, it's
I have not indicated so.
The video that we first played, and there's a reason why I wanted it played first. Again, the governor was visiting your ward.
Yes, she was there to commission a bridge that had been constructed using funds budgeted for in the previous regime.
Confirm that was on 2nd of August 2023.
Thereabout.
Thereabout.
Yes.
Confirm that in your speech, you're saying that the governor is facing threats and fights from other leaders, and that you're going to protect her because she's a performer.
I indicated that oversight role shouldn't be used to play politics. That is what indicated in the video, and saying that it is the role of the county assembly to first, or it is the first in line to play the oversight role for the county government of Meru. That is what I indicated.
You are also on record praising the governor for the numerous projects in your ward.
Yes, I ran a list of projects that have been brought to my ward through the governor or the support of the governor that day.
So, Mr. Kawira, what problem do you have with the governor in terms of our Okolea program, specifically?
Conflicting usage of government resources and private charity. That
Government resources that you have not to then participate in a charitable organization on a Sunday. Would that be wrong, despite them being government officers?
It will be wrong.
You have seen politicians go to churches on Sundays and make their donations.
Yes.
Is there anything wrong with that?
Nothing wrong.
Thank you. You have also accused the governor of nepotism and related practices. And to support that charge, you have accused the governor of fraudulently misrepresenting our relatives as technical team. I'm talking about the China trip.
Yes.
You did confirm to this house that Miriam is the governor's PA.
Yes, and also her sister.
And also her sister. You also confirmed that Rose is the governor's bodyguard.
Yes, and
or
also
security.
her sister.
Do you confirm that these two officers, by virtue of their offices, travel with the governor? By virtue of their offices, have to be where the governor is?
Outside the country.
Do you confirm that the governor is supposed to be accompanied by the PA and a bodyguard when she travels in and outside the country?
Yes, but Rose is not the only bodyguard to the governor.
Rose is the security to the governor?
Not the only one. Not the only one.
Rose is a security attached to the governor?
Yes.
Whether bodyguard or not?
Yes, but not the only one.
But not the only one. So you confirm there is nothing wrong with the governor's security and the PA accompanying her for any trip, either local or foreign?
Yes, I confirm.
Yes, you confirm. Let us go to the impugned letter of invitation. The one that appears at page 68 of your own document. 60 of your own document. It's volume 2. of volume 2 of the County Assembly's document. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Thank you. The invitation is to the governor. Correct?
Correct.
That letter does not dictate who the governor travels with. Does it?
It doesn't.
It doesn't. That letter also confirms at the second last paragraph that all the expenses relating to the trip will be covered by the company making the invitation.
Yes, it is indicated.
Including accommodation and tickets. Yes?
Yes.
You also confirm that to the best of your knowledge, no per diems were paid by the county government of Meru to facilitate this trip.
I can confirm, neither allege.
You have no evidence to show that any of the persons who traveled were paid per diems by the county assembly, by the
Yes,
county
because
government.
I'm not alleged so.
Your main issue is that the governor misrepresented her relatives as the technical team.
That is true.
And by that, you're relying on the letter appearing at page 68 of your document.
A letter from the county secretary and end of public service.
Yes. So we first confirm that it is not the governor who wrote that letter.
It is the county secretary of the county government of Meru.
It is not the governor who wrote
Yes.
that letter.
So the
use of
invitation letter was addressed to the governor.
It is not the governor who wrote that letter, Mr. Kawira.
Yes.
Thank you.
But the invitation, I'm saying yes, but the
It's a simple answer,
invitation
Mr.
letter.
Kawira. A simple answer, it is not the governor. It is the county secretary who describes the following persons as the technical team. The
Yes.
4 people, Dr. George Mungania,
Yes.
Miriam Gwantai,
Yes.
Nefat Kenywa,
Yes.
Mr. Murangeri.
Yes.
First of all, Mr. Nefat, we have confirmed, is not a relative to the governor. He is not married to the sister.
I have not confirmed that.
There is no evidence. In fact, we have proved that he is not. There is no evidence to counter that, isn't it? Yes or no, Mr. Kawira?
Sorry?
There is no evidence to counter the evidence that we have
You
produced to
said
show
it is
that.
the public domain, it's public knowledge.
Thank you.
Honorable Evans, let me just remind you that you're under oath. And you swore to speak the truth, nothing but the truth.
Oblige, Honorable Speaker.
Mr. Kawira, the first paragraph of that letter appearing at page 68 speaks of the object of this trip.
On page?
68.
Uh-huh.
Let me read for you. Following the invitation of the governor of Meru by Beijing League Tech Co. Limited of Beijing City, the following technical team is hereby released from 7th June to 17th June 2023 to prepare and guide on the following. Is it your understanding that this team was only meant to visit and prepare and guide on the visit? This was actually not the actual visit, Mr. Kawira. Is
Just a
that
moment.
letter clear on what the county secretary is communicating?
Come again?
I am asking you, the letter appearing at page 68, the first paragraph confirms the purpose for which these 4 people were traveling, to prepare and guide on the following.
Yes.
So this then was an advance team to prepare for the visit.
It is not indicated so.
Read the last line in that paragraph 1, where it begins, the following technical team. What does it say?
It says
Yes.
to prepare and guide on the following, and it goes ahead to list the specifics.
Following, proceed. Read the letter as it is. Do not rewrite the letter, Mr. Kawira. What does the letter say? The following technical team is hereby
Released from 7th June to 17th June 2023 to prepare and guide on the following. 1, visit.
to prepare and guide. To prepare and guide, Mr. Kawira.
Yes, those are the ones.
Thank you. You have accused the governor of misrepresenting the capacities under which these people were traveling. I want you to look at the letter appearing at page 77. First of all, the page appearing at page 68. What is the date of that letter?
It's dated 26th May.
26 May. There is another letter dated, rather appearing at page 77 of the same document. What is the date of that letter?
Page
77.
6th June.
6th June. That letter comes after the first letter.
Yes.
Now, we have the same people again described and their capacity under which they are traveling stated in that table. Can you see that?
Yes.
What is the designation and definition of Dr. George Mungania?
CCM Health.
Is Dr. Mungania CCM Health?
Yes, he is.
Is there any misrepresentation by the county secretary towards that individual?
None.
None. The second individual is Miss Miriam K. Gwantai. She described in what capacity?
As the PA to the governor.
The PA to the governor. Again, is Miriam the PA to the governor?
Yes, she is.
Is there any misrepresentation in their definition?
In their title designation, none.
None. Mr. Nefat Kenyuameme is the director of external linkages. True or false?
At that point, he was the acting director.
Thank you. Of external linkages.
Yes.
Is there any misrepresentation, okay, of the capacity under which he was traveling?
For his designation, no.
Mr. Murangeri Kenneth is said to be in the administration. Murangeri is part of the security of the governor. True or false?
Sorry?
Mr. Kenneth Murangeri is part of the governor's security detail.
Yes, he is part.
So when he is described as part of the administration, is there any misrepresentation?
Yes.
How so?
He is a police officer, security officer.
Mr. Murangeri, in fact, is an administration officer employed by the AP.
But he thought to have been clearly indicated administration police.
Let me rephrase my question. You said that the governor's relatives were misrepresented
As a technical team.
as a technical team on matters health.
Yes.
Is there anywhere in this letter where they are?
Yes, because they are
Describe
not technical personnel in matters relating to cancer.
Show me in any of the letters, Mr. Kawira, where any of these four individuals, apart from the first person, Dr. George Mungania, is described as a medical personnel.
I show you what? Sorry?
Anywhere in the letters in respect of the China trip, where any of these four individuals have been misrepresented as people with health qualification. Or
In a letter
yes.
on page 68 from the county secretary to the principal secretary, State Department of Devolution, the county secretary designates them as a technical team to visit Lunar Oncology plant for the manufacture of radiologic unit for cancer treatment, also the X-ray unit assembly plant and C-arm units, low-cost affordable housing company with a capacity of 10,000 units in line with Meru County government plan for low economy housing, Futong guided agricultural machinery development and value addition tools, as noted in the university, sorry, to be visited, and what international cooperation of zone, whatever the name, zone, that name can offer Kenya. And then they are designated as a technical team, whereas none has a background knowledge in either cancer treatment, construction, or agriculture.
Mr. Kawira, the letter of 6th June has confirmed what the use and meaning of the word technical is.
Which letter?
They have been defined.
Which letter?
The one dated 6th of June. We have just gone through it.
Yes.
You have also told the Senate that the governor did not seek clearance for this trip. Therefore, she had no intentions of traveling. Is that still your position?
Yes, there is no other that it is indicated so.
Let's go straight to page 86 of your own documents, Mr. Kawira. There is a letter there dated 5th June 2023. Are we there?
Yes, I'm there.
To whom is the letter addressed?
The Principal Secretary, Minister of Foreign Affairs.
What is the reference of that letter?
Facilitation to travel to China, County Government of Meru.
Who are the persons whose clearance is sought from the Ministry of Devolution, from the Department of Devolution? Number one, there is a table there. Who is that person?
Her Excellency Kawira Mwangaza'S Governor.
Number two?
Dr. George Mungania,
Capacity?
CCM Health.
Number three?
Ms. Miriam K. Gwantai, PA to Governor.
Number four?
Mr. Nefat Kenywa Meme, Director External Linkages.
Number five?
Mr. Murangiri Kenneth Administration.
So then you lied to the Senate when you said that the governor had not sought clearance. Is this seeking clearance to the best of your understanding and knowledge?
Sorry?
Does this letter seek clearance for the governor's travel to China?
In that letter that was from that came from the office of the Principal Secretary, Ministry, State Department for Devolution, but from the letter on page 77.
I am interested in the letter appearing at page 86. Does the governor seek clearance for the China?
She is in that list.
Does she seek clearance? Yes or no?
Let me read the contents of the letter. We have received it's about facilitation to travel to China, County Government of Meru. We have received a request from County Government of Meru via letter, that one, dated 26th May. If I refer to the letter that is dated 26th May, there is nowhere that the governor is included in the list of the members to travel.
Kawira, we cannot read and understand. I am asking you a simple question. Does that letter of 5th of June 2023 seek the governor's clearance to travel?
The letter was about facilitation of issuance of visas, not clearance to travel.
To a trip to China?
Yes.
Thank you. Have you read the affidavit of George Mungania, Gikunda Mungania, appearing at page 100 of our response? The small blue booklet. Are you there, Mr. Murray?
I'm there.
Page 100.
Yes.
Confirm that George Gikunda Mungania is the CCM Health.
I confirm.
Confirm that he's part of the team that traveled to China.
I confirm.
Confirm that in that affidavit, he is deponing facts in respect of the China trip.
I believe so.
Have you read that response?
Yes.
You have. At paragraph 4, it says that I was among a team invited to China by Beijing League Tech Company Limited, by the letter dated that. The team comprised of 7 individuals, namely, and he lists them. I jump straight to page 14.
Page?
Page 102.
Paragraph 14.
In fact, I would love you to read that paragraph for the Senate.
That we further made a peculiar discovery that Beijing League Company Limited was not affiliated to the Chinese government, nor did it have any physical registered offices in China.
15.
Further, while in China, we were taken through a tour by officials of Beijing League Company Limited to several manufacturing plants as follows. And he has listed Huawei.
You don't have to read all that.
Yes.
Can we proceed to paragraph 17 appearing at 103?
That all these discoveries were made in the course of our reconnaissance mission in China.
Now, Mr. Kawira, this is the person who traveled to China.
Yes.
Made their own investigations and discoveries. They confirm, okay, that the people who invited them, they do not manufacture, neither do even have a physical address in China.
According to the sworn affidavit.
Do you have any other evidence to the contrary?
Of what happened in China, maybe the videos that we played here, that they visited different manufacturing plants in China.
Yes, but the gentleman who traveled and had the benefit of meeting the individuals in China confirms, one, that these people do not have any affiliation with the Chinese government.
I said according to the sworn affidavit, yes.
Yes. That again, that whereas they represented themselves as people who were affiliated with the government, did not even manufacture or own these equipments. That is in the affidavit.
I don't know where they misrepresented themselves because according to the invitation letter, there's nowhere that they have indicated they are government agency.
That letter is there. We will address it during our submissions. I want you to read paragraph 18 by a person who traveled to China on why they traveled to China. Read for the Senate.
That the invitation letter did not in any way describe the invitees as a technical team, therefore they cannot be described as such. In furtherance to this, the team that was selected to make the pre-visit was an advanced team tasked with the sole responsibility of assessing the situation on the ground in China before the governor's visit.
So, Mr. Kawira, does this confirm, okay, the letter by the county assembly that this was an advanced team?
The letter by?
The county secretary, that this was indeed an advanced team to assess and prepare for the visit.
The county secretary described them in the letter as a technical team. There's no way that he has indicated is an advanced team.
So much of the China trip, Mr. Kawira. Let's proceed to something else. You have also accused the governor of employing, before we go to that, in a related charge, I think it's important. You have also accused the governor of assigning her relatives, sisters, diplomatic duties.
Yes.
Which relatives are we talking about?
Still assist the personal assistant and assist the security personnel.
And to base your accusation, you have attached a Facebook extract from the governor's official page. Is that the only evidence you have attached?
That is on
For
page.
ease of reference, page 94, Mr. Mawira, of your own document.
Yes, it is there.
Okay. I want you to read, and I do not want to belabor on this point, the governor's message on Facebook that you seek to rely on to impeach the governor on the ground that she assigned her sister's diplomatic roles. Kindly read that post.
The county secretary delivered a message of well wishes from Governor of Meru County. They discussed various areas of development partnership. The Embassy of Slovak agreeing to partner with Meru County to promote food security, environmental conservation, women empowerment, ICT, trade and economic empowerment. In the coming days, Meru County will receive a donation of 30 computers to promote ICT in vocational training colleges. The farmers will get market linkages for coffee and tea in Slovak. The county will partner with Slovak in promotion of trade, investment, and tourism between the two governments. They are agreeing to strengthen bilateral partnerships between the two governments for the benefit of the people of Meru. This will see Meru receive more development aid from Slovak Republic in the coming years, enhancing partnership, maendeleo kapati, serikali ya mama iko imara, team governor ni mama doing excellent. Then there are pictures of the county secretary and the Slovak embassy officers and also of the sisters.
Good. So you have read and understood the governor's message on Facebook.
Yes.
Does she at any point assign her sisters any diplomatic roles?
They were part of the meeting.
I am asking, from her post, from her message, has she assigned any of her sisters any diplomatic roles?
From the post, no.
From the post, no.
Yes.
The only person who is said to have engaged the ambassador is the county secretary.
But from the pictures, it's
the only person who is said from the message to have.
From the post, yes.
From the post, yes.
Facebook post, yes.
Is there anything wrong with the county secretary engaging such a person for and behalf of the governor?
Nothing wrong.
Nothing wrong. So the only issue you have is because there are photos of the governor's PA and security.
The photos there depict the discussions as they were ongoing, whereas the two sisters are involved.
Mr. Mawira, you were not part of those discussions, were you?
The message that I'm getting from the photos.
How about the message you're getting from the governor?
Post.
Does that mean anything, Mr. Mawira?
Of course it means something because it also highlights the agreements between the county government of Meru and the Slovak embassy.
Mr. Mawira, have you read the governor's affidavit in explanation to why the PA and
Yes, I've read it.
the security, the bodyguard was there?
Yes, I read it.
What does the governor say?
She was heading there.
Yes.
And then she got a call from, I don't remember if it's the office of the president or the deputy president. And then she designated this team to go ahead and engage the Slovak embassy.
Thank you. So then, if the governor was supposed to attend to this meeting, she is rerouted to State House and sends her PA and security who accompany her. Is there anything wrong with them appearing at the embassy with the county secretary?
There's no evidence adduced that she was rerouted to the State House or Deputy President residence.
But there is no evidence also to confirm that these two were engaged in diplomatic duties.
The pictures are there.
Indeed, Mr. Mawira, when you talk of diplomatic duties, what exactly do you have in mind?
Engaging in discussions that will link the partnership between the county government of Meru and the Slovak Republic.
Is international relations a county government function?
Not expressly so.
Thank you. Let us go to the other issue of vilification of leaders. One, Mr. Kawira, you will confirm that you are not part of those leaders that are alleged to have been vilified by the governor. You are not part of those leaders.
I've not alleged so.
You have not alleged so.
Yes.
You make a very good case for the deputy governor of Meru, showing that he has been a victim of vilification and demeaning by the governor. Is that your case?
Yes.
The deputy governor of Meru is not a witness before the Senate, is he?
He has also an affidavit.
Yes, one
And
affidavit.
the report from the Sectoral Committee on Justice and Legal Affairs that invited him to the assembly after he wrote a letter complaining that he has been excluded from cabinet meetings.
Let us talk about that letter that he wrote. When was that letter written?
The letter addressed to the Speaker, in fact, there are two letters.
The date of those letters?
30th August 2023.
30th August 2023. That
Yes.
letter appears in your list of documents at what page?
230
230.
and 231.
Yes. When did the sectoral committee meet the deputy governor?
On Friday, 29th September 2023.
Friday, September 2023. Now, so it is just days to the impeachment motion.
Approximately 30 days after the letter was received by the Speaker.
The Speaker. Thank you. You have relied so much on WhatsApp messages
Yes.
in a group called Third Government 012.
Yes.
You are not a member of that group, are you?
I'm not.
So you're not privy to anything that happens in that group.
This was evidence placed before the County Assembly.
That's
by
not
the
my
Deputy
question,
Governor.
Mr. Mawera. You are not privy to what transpires in that group.
I'm private because we were given these
Mr.
screenshots.
Mawera, private means you have personal knowledge of what happened in that group. Do you have personal knowledge of what happened in this
I
group?
have personal knowledge depending on the screenshots that we received from the governor, Deputy Governor, sorry.
Do you have first-hand information of what transpired in this group?
No.
You have none. You have none. You have accused one Chamba Mbede of removing the deputy governor from this group. And I'm looking at a WhatsApp extract appearing at page 149 of your bundle of documents. Are we there? Are we there, Mr. Mawira?
Just a minute.
For
Page?
149. 149.
Yes, I'm there.
You're there.
Mhm.
There is a notification there saying Chamba Mbede removed you.
Yes.
Who is the you referred to in that notification?
According to the evidence brought by the Deputy Governor to the Assembly, it was the Deputy Governor.
According to you, Mr. Mawera, who is the you that was removed?
It's the Deputy Governor.
Where is that evidence to show that it was the deputy governor removed? Does his number appear in that notification?
We
Just
have
answer the
knowledge.
question as it is. Does his number appear?
When you are removed from our WhatsApp group,
Does his number appear?
no,
Does his name appear?
no.
Mr. Kawira, the next notification is also a communication on that WhatsApp group. What is the next notification?
From Dr. Gambia, there were,
No. There is one you're ignoring deliberately, Mr. Kawira. After removal, what comes next?
you were added.
You are added.
Yes,
So there is immediate removal and immediate adding.
yes.
Have you read the affidavit of Mwangaza'S explaining what transpired?
Yes.
What has he said?
He says it was mistaken. It was mistakenly.
He was removed by mistake. That was a mistake.
Yes.
Does adding him immediately confirm that indeed it could have been a mistake, which was realized and rectified immediately?
Through the speaker, if you allow me, I can explain, Honorable Speaker, because we have.
Honorable Evans, kindly proceed to answer those questions. Don't engage the chair. You're there to be cross-examined, so listen to the questions and respond to them appropriately.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Please come again.
I am asking, does the notification indicating you are added immediately after removal confirm the assertion by Mr. Mwangaza'S that the removal was by mistake?
Yes.
Thank you. I want us to play a video again, 2 videos again. The video your advocate played, I think it's KMV 15, if I'm not wrong.
Council, just to remind you, you
Yes.
have 30 minutes to go.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This is quite important. There is that video that was played with the Deputy Governor chanting. If we could have more volume on that video, kindly. Thank you. Mr. Kawira, you confirm that in that video is the Deputy Governor of Meru.
Yes. He's
You
there.
confirm that he is leading some youths chanting very, for lack of better words, nasty words against the governor.
He's on the front of the crowd.
He's in front of the crowd.
Yes.
You do understand Kimeru language.
I do.
Kindly tell these honorable senators what these youths were chanting, escorting the deputy governor.
From my understanding, they are saying that Kawira has no home,
Correct?
and telling Mutuma that can you refresh my brain, baby, by the playing the video? I explain as it plays.
Kindly replay the video for the witness. Yes, kindly replay the video that has just been played. You can pause now. You have now the advantage of hearing clearly.
Yes, the
What are they saying?
crowd is chanting by saying that Kawira has no home. Kawira has no home. Kawira has no home. And I don't know how to explain.
Kindly proceed. It's quite important we hear from you, Mr. Mawira.
Do you have a transcript?
Mr. Mawira, you do understand Kimeru language.
I'm trying to put it that Nemaraya Lingagawa County, that means maybe she's a prostitute of the county government.
Thank you. That is the deputy governor of Meru.
No, the deputy governor is appearing in front of the crowd.
He is part of the crowd, Mr. Mawira. We can all see
Yes,
that.
yes, he is part of the crowd.
Yes. So that song is sung in his presence.
He's maybe
There is
running
also a
away from the
message.
crowd chanting that song, I don't know.
Thank you. There is also a message directed at him. What are they telling him to do?
Can we play that part?
Mr. Mawira, I think you're trying to eat into my time.
Honestly, no, but
Honorable Evans, you know that video has been played. I believe this will be the 4th time.
no, that part that he's saying they are sending a message to the deputy governor is where I want it to be plain so that I can
Very well.
paraphrase in my own
Let
words.
it be played, that particular part where
Most
there's a message being
obliged, Honorable Speaker. You can pause there kindly.
Exact ones, because there is a popular Kimeru song that can always be distorted to give a different message.
Okay,
Rather than
kindly.
say, yeah.
Kindly
yeah,
proceed.
yeah.
Proceed with the video. From where it had stopped, kindly. Yes. I think Mr. Mawira, you're able to tell, honestly.
Yes, at that point I'm able to tell. They are saying, yeah, Motuma 399. That is, Motuma dance with us. When it gets late, we'll escort you to your home.
Mr. Mawira, I believe
Those are the exact ones.
the Senate will engage their own translators.
Thank you.
But, Mr. Mawira, do you find the conduct of the deputy governor honorable? Do you find the conduct of the deputy governor in that procession honorable?
I'm not able to discern because, like I said, Mutuma maybe was running away from the crowd chanting the music.
Honorable Evans, stop making assumptions. You've seen the video. You've seen what was happening. The question from council is, do you think that whatever's happening, is it honorable on the part of the deputy governor? It's yes or no?
Yes, if we did not, if we really participate in the same, yes, it is not honorable.
Thank you. The natural consequences of these proceedings, should they succeed, is that that person becomes the governor of Meru.
Yes, according to the law.
Is he a person then fit toward office based on his conduct?
On the conduct seen on the video?
Yes, and I'm getting to the next. But even on that alone, is he a person who demonstrates the honor that befits the office of a governor?
I said if we honestly participate in the same, no.
Thank you. Mr. Mawira, let's go to the violence that took place in an Okolea program. Okay? You are aware of that incident?
Yes, I'm aware.
Which ward did they take place?
Sorry?
Which ward did they take place?
Makiri is in, is it in Kegoya and Bochu?
Where the deputy governor comes from?
Yes.
You are aware that that violence led to the slaughter of a cow that the governor had donated.
I saw it on video circulated on social media.
Kindly let's play video number KMV 16. Honorable members, I should warn you that it's not a very pleasant video to watch, but we have no choice. You can see the cow is still alive. Right, Mr. Kawira?